first down. Sliding, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Motion. Mike, five.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A gain there of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now Allen. Jones has it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Freeman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Team 6. What? Ready?
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Ready? 18.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
General West. Hey, Charlie.
They go play action now with McSorley. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, McSorley. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. They're going with Lindsey, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Allen now looks to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first, they go right back to Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, box drop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Running with Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
6-6.
Now Allen to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll find Lindsey here.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 59.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Bulldozes past him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a what? Check. 2 draw Corkers.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. And Owen coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
Robert Foster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That 2nd down play nets them.
Go. Go.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And got his man complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now McSorley to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
6 man.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. McSorley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. On first down, they run with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. McSorley from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here's McSorley to throw, eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.